All right guys, today is day 2 after the Lamborghini incident. As you can tell, this is all we have of the car right now. Today we are going to pick up the car and bring it home. At the end of the day, it is a material item, it is a toy, it is a car. My wife and I are fine. I'm a little stiff, she's perfectly fine. I honestly couldn't ask for anything more. I think what happened was we were going about highway speeds as you would expect on a charity event like we were at. I think exiting that last turn, just clipping the apex, that little bit of a bump, I think it unsettled the car just a little bit, and the roads were just a little bit extra slick than they were all day. And as soon as it got out, it just went. Split second, all I see is smoke, tires, and brace for impact. So it is what it is, it happens. Not much more to say. We're gonna fix the car. We're gonna fix it. Looking at it, we'll check it out more as we go rescue and recover the car and bring it home. But looking at it, I think it's really just the control arm's a little messed up and then cosmetic. So luckily we hit the tire wall. I think that absorbed a lot of the impact. And again, at the end of the day, my wife and I are fine. And the fact that we could bring this part home says it all. If someone else had to bring this home, that means I wouldn't be filming this video and who knows where I'd be. You know, if we were going faster in a different spot, something else, any other circumstance, could have been a whole different story. Anyways, let's go get the car and assess the damage. All right, we are at the track now. Here is the car again. We'll get a closer look in a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and fire it up and at least get the front end lift up. So turning it on, we'll let it do its thing. Just says brake light right now since the rear brake light doesn't quite work. No check engine lights. And then we'll just do the front end lift. At least give us some better clearance to get on. Only one little window broke and there's so much glass all over everything. Just trying to come forward. All right guys, so we got the Lambo up on the trailer, which is a good start for the day. First off, I want to give a huge thank you to our friend Vinny, Vin Gigs. I'll have his YouTube and Instagram linked below. He's lending us his truck and trailer setup to do this. So Vinny, thank you so much. Obviously made it one less thing to worry about for today. But cars on the trailer, one thing kind of interesting, this might be pretty fixable. The control arm, the bolts are what look like sheared. This might be way better than it looks. I know a lot of the black is tire, but I'm very hopeful we're gonna fix it. Either way, we are going to fix it. I'm determined to do that. Here is the spot that happened. If you're familiar with VIR, apparently this is a sketchy section. This morning, one of the guys here, professional, did the exact same thing I did. So this is not a spot in the track that this doesn't happen. This happens in there.
So you started at turn 6, basically.
Yeah, so turn 6 apparently, coming around that last S right there, where you can see the green and yellow bumps. I think I basically just nicked the white cement and
which is crazy.
Just barely got off.
Yeah.
And then curious, I don't think those are my marks, but right here, those far skid marks,
right in the middle there.
I think, yeah, right here into the tires. And luckily we had a decent buffer of tires, probably 50 feet, because it could have been worse. Like, seriously, if the tires weren't there and we hit the guardrail, the car would be toast. Like, and we would have hurt a lot. Like, I don't know, we might not be here filming this video right now if we hit the guardrail. That would have been a harder impact. I mean, if we hit sideways, our heads could have hit the windows, could have got knocked out. Car could have caught on fire, could have not exactly walked out of that.
Yeah.
We were going about 70. I was in 4th gear, not like red line shifting or anything because we were going through turns. I was just getting into 4th to then power through the straight. I think hitting that little bit of bump just knocked it off, and split second, spun around, just slightly slick out there. And that's kind of is what it is. So there's another look, hit the little bump, started losing it here. You don't really see any marks, but then right there, one of these two could be my marks, probably these farther ones. And then bam, hit the tire and somehow made it back out over there. Those are probably my marks as well. All right, so with all that said, time to head on home, but that's it. That's the situation. That's kind of how it happened. That's probably why those tires are sitting where they are, because it does happen a lot. Even the day we were here yesterday, obviously, in the morning, I think a Z06 or a Shelby or something, a C8 Corvette did the same thing. So rear wheel drive, I don't know. And I was trying to baby the car on the turns, given it's got a big engine in the back, it's rear wheel. I didn't want that weight to do exactly what it did, and I don't know, it split second, stuff like that happens. But nonetheless, we'll stay positive. We're gonna get it fixed. Still is my dream car, and I absolutely love driving it. It's been an amazing 5 days. But you know what? Bumps in the road happen, and just grateful to be here. But we're gonna get her fixed. She'll be good. Definitely looks bad, but it will be better. Crazy thing is, no check engine lights, no airbags, one little window broke. This side looks great, like right here looks perfect. Front end's all aligned, like front end lift still works. It is surprising how much still works. And structurally wise, your R8 is the same structure as this.
Yeah.
If we hit in a different spot, would have been a whole different story. This back end is not dented or bent. The metal framework is fine. Like, this is a metal bumper. The metal around the engine, all that steel, literally is fine.
Yeah, so that amount of force exploded the bolts holding lower control arm.
Yeah.
And pretty much took the harshest impact right there.
It ripped the tires and all that, ripped the cosmetics off. Structurally, I don't think anything actually happened structurally.
Yeah. Did you have backup sensors?
No.
Oh.
We'll have
to figure out what that is.
Yeah, 2 brake bulbs work, 1 doesn't. My only lights on the dash are the turn signals and brake lights. So, anyway, we're gonna get it fixed. But
oh, wow, this piece.
Yeah, that's mangled there, but we can fix a lot of it.
Even underneath seems pretty sound. It's just the outside, like the layer underneath.
Yeah. All right, end of the day, wife cleaned up the car. Interior looks perfect. Mechanically, there's a lot about it that is actually perfectly fine. It's just mainly these 3 massive panels on this side, and then the lower control arm really just isn't bolted to the frame. So a lot of it really should be fixable. We'll just kind of go from here on how to now continue fixing it. I'll talk with a good body shop friend of mine to get a real quote on what it would take. And we'll kind of go from there, but here we go, rebuilding my wrecked Lambo. Let's get it fixed.